it's Monday.
It's Monday.
What's up, everyone?
Apple's letting me down. These headphones might not be making it much longer.
I need to get new ones too. I was looking for some Cyber Monday deal on headphones. Same price.
Yeah.
Same price.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't really no good deals on headphones.
It was funny you say that because I've been saying all day that Cyber Monday is a myth. Like, it just doesn't seem like, because, so we went, we had to go pick up stuff from an auction pickup today. So we decided we were going to go in the afternoon. We're like, yeah, no one's going to be out. People are going to be at work. No, everybody took the day off, apparently, because the stores were jammed. Like, people were everywhere. Yeah, and I'm like, okay. Like, I guess Cyber Monday is not really cyber. It's really shop at the stores. So
it's because for when I went to Walmart, they still on Sunday and even today they still had their Black Friday deals on.
They're doing something called like Black Friday deals for days. So I think they're doing like Black Friday deals for the rest of well, not the rest of the year, but the rest of the Christmas season. I think they're doing different deals here and there. So I think.
I saw it's the way they put it. I think I told you yesterday, actually, the days of waiting in long lines outside in the cold, they joined the actual experience. It's all gone. Now it's just all virtual.
Oh, I wouldn't. I've never done that.
It's so
ever in my life.
It's fun. It's fun when you see that dumb person get trampled.
No, it's fun in Southern California when it's 60 degrees outside.
Yeah, here it's like 10.
It's not fun here when it's 28.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hi, Ping.
Hi, Ping. I mean, back then, you probably didn't need that $200 TV. Now, yeah, not good.
Yeah. And I've done it. I did it for the first iPhone because I really wanted the first iPhone. So I waited. And then I did it for the iPhone 3GS or 3G or something. I waited. Mm-hmm. And it was fun for a minute. But it like, even towards the tail end of that, which I really wanted the phone, I still was like, what am I doing? Like, why am I doing this?
I know, you're probably like, why am I getting an Apple? Holy crap.
No, I'm starting to think about that. I don't know. Fine, I don't want to talk about it. But, yeah.
Since basically the pandemic started, since the whole switch over to e-commerce, that's where everything's been a lot more focused now. You could put all the fancy TVs in front of everybody, but no, they're not going to want that anymore. Everything's like, I don't want to take it to my house. Just get it delivered to my house. And I don't got to deal with it. Because I remember seeing people in that, what was it, 2015, 16, 17? They were putting those big screens on top of their sedans. I'm pretty sure some of those TVs never made it there.
Well, back then, too, they weren't LCDs. The plasmas, you couldn't lie down.
Mm-hmm, that's true.
Or else it'd crush itself. So... Yeah, I mean, the very first HD television, well, the second HD television I bought, the very first one I bought was one of those projection ones. It was very big, but the second one I bought was a plasma, and like I had a VW Passat at the time, and I'm like, oh, we'll just fold the seats down and throw it back in there. He's like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? He's like, it's going to be broken by the time you get it home. And I'm like, no. I'm like, these things are that fragile? He's like, no. He's like, what happens is the plasma weighs down on the circuitry and crushes it. And I'm like, oh. So we had to stand it up, and my ex was sitting in the back with it, holding it the whole time while we were in the back seat. And I'm like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life, but all right. But yeah, the new ones, it's funny because like we've been... Rather than doing DoorDash and stuff, we've been doing Spark, which is Walmart's delivery service. And you wouldn't believe how many people want you to deliver a 50-inch television to them. Like,
that's definitely where a truck would come in handy.
Yes, it does. But yeah, it's just hilarious because I'm like, what's this? Oh, it's television. Like, why don't you go pick it up yourself? Come on. And then it's raining out, and you're like, what? Well, okay, I'm just going to leave this on your porch then.
Yeah, because you just leave and take a picture and you say you dropped it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I bet you some of those TVs, you take the picture and you wouldn't even find it there the next minute.
Well,
Because
no.
that's what you see in the security camera sometimes.
Oh yeah. The first one I delivered, I like knocked on the door and like rang the doorbell and stuff, and the guy never came out, and I'm like, all right, so I left it there, and then like as I'm walking away, you open the door, and I'm like, I just want to make sure you got it. He's like, sorry, I was sleeping. I'm like, it's all right. I just didn't want you to have a television sitting on your porch, dude. But oh.
Yeah.
Sarah says the $5 pillows from Walmart on Black Friday are plush. I also remember standing in line at Toys R Us for stuff at like 2 a.m. and there was people handing out 5-hour energies. This was like 2005.
Yeah, I miss those days.
Yeah, I think there was
Black Friday.
Actually right here in the Citadels. I don't know if you remember, Adam, the Commerce Citadel.
Do you know your camera's off, Ed?
Yes, I'm eating the hot dog because I haven't eaten at all.
Okay.
He's ashamed of us.
No, I'm just to show you, I'm eating really quick.
We'll just all do this. It'll just be a bunch of talking bubbles. The rest of the...
Oh crap! There we go.
But there we go. Isn't this is way more enjoyable, right?
Right.
Very weird.
Yes. So
Sorry.
What?
She's giving me my daughter's bottle for some reason.
Perfect.
But anyways, so you remember the Commerce Citadel, Adam? It's off
no.
the 405, I believe.
Is that in where is it?
City of Industry.
No, I've never been there.
Okay, so there's a citadel there, and someone made a video, and even for that citadel, the line was extremely long, but there weren't even that many great deals. I think it's just it's like an auction, you know. They just want that feel that they got a good deal when in reality they didn't.
I didn't see any Black Friday deals that really were like, whoa, how are they doing that? Like I saw Walmart was selling like the On brand or whatever. Like I think it's their brand or it's made specifically for Walmart. I saw them selling their plasma TVs.
Is their brand?
Yeah, I saw them selling plasma or LCD TVs for like $200, which is a deal in a way if that television lasts at all. Like I have no idea about any of them. I mean, maybe they will, maybe they won't, but I didn't see like, you know, an LG TV, a 50-inch LG for $100 or something. I didn't see anything where I'm like, wow, I have to go run out and get that.
Well, if people know about TVs, usually those doorbuster ones or whatever, they're usually 60 hertz, and that's the worst one you can get.
Ooh.
I bought those.
No.
I did want to get an extender too. I want to get a Google Nest for my Wi-Fi because I have like 20 things connected to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, for TV you want to get 120 and above because that's when you don't see no pixelation. But of course when you're tight on money, you're not gonna care about that. You just want to get TV.
Yeah. I don't know. I was looking. I guess everybody was like, "Oh, Apple's gonna have some good deals on their headphones," and I've been eyeing up their over the ear headphones, the Mac or the AirPod something. I don't know what they're called.
AirPod Max or something.
They're supposedly awesome, but they're $500. Like, I'm like, no.
I mean, is it what JD said that he pulled the trigger on the MacBook Pro? That's what usually Apple does. If you're gonna buy one anyways, they usually just give you a gift card.
Yeah,
and that's usually. I mean, you're gonna buy one anyways. Like, oh, let me get the gift card anyways.
Yeah. I mean, there are things like that, I guess, to have, but I've never. I don't know. This year just didn't seem like anybody was really giving anything away that was really all that great. So I don't know. And we didn't do. I mean, we did okay today. I'd say it was average, but I didn't think it was anything like last week. Last week was insane. So
my sales were bad. Poshmark is the one that was giving me the sales. eBay just 2, and one of them was with the hamburger plushies that I tagged you guys in.
They look like avocados. when you sent to them, like,
were those slippers?
Yeah, they were slippers. They were from a hamburger house, which is apparently an actual restaurant.
Okay.
I didn't know that. I just got them because I thought they were funny. They were 50 cents. I showed them I told Berlin I got them as a joke. They ended up selling for $20. I'm like, okay.
Hey, works out.
What size were they?
They were large, so I think like 9,
12.
10.
Were they a 12?
No, they were not a 12.
If they were my size, I don't think I would have let them go. I'd sport those. I have no problem sporting those.
I'm pretty sure somebody got it as a joke. or as a
Probably.
Christmas present.
Yeah. We got it. We had a pair of those trout sandals. They look like trouts in their sandals. They look like fish. And
Yeah.
we got a pair of those for $1 at a thrift store. They were brand new, still on the thing, and they sold for $25. And I was like, who's gonna wear these things? That's the ugliest thing I've ever
That
seen.
has to be a gag gift. I mean,
It has to be.
Good old TikTok got me yesterday. Is that they have these they're like bubble mailers, or they're like poly mailers, but they're not. They're like Christmas gift wrapping, and they're gag gifts. So it's like if you're mailing it to somebody, it's like, like there's I can't say any of them on here, but they're all really funny. Yeah, they did some fan clubs of certain people and stuff like that, and I'm like, this is funny. I'm like, somebody's getting that for Christmas this year. Hi, Susan. Thanks for coming.
Hi, Susan.
Hey, Susan.
How are your guys so during Black Friday?
Go ahead, Jimmy.
Yeah. I mean, ours was pretty good. Like I said, I still had to cancel 4 more sales, which is awesome. The 2 I talked about, I did have to end up canceling. That was cool. Last Monday. Yeah. Yeah, I was thankful for that on Thanksgiving. I was like, thank you for that. then I relisted them and sold one right away. It was cool.
Dear Lord, we're thankful for this jerk off that didn't pay for it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you for Steve Star 487 for not paying for his stupid bat.
Well, and then I started. I know this is weird. I don't know why I did it, but I did. I started listing glass products on Rummage Sale, like our local Rummage Sale, and stuff's been selling on there, like Corningware. I've been selling them for more on Rummage Sale, but like I said, we still got to go to Walmart and meet people with it. But it's selling. It's getting out here. I mean, I think it's just because Christmas is coming and people are looking for it. So use it. So.
Black Friday was average, like the day of Black Friday, but Thanksgiving night was insane for us.
Mm-hmm.
We sold so many Cabbage Patches Thanksgiving night and into Black Friday. And then we've been selling a lot of like this kind of stuff.
Really?
Like it's an old magazine.
Is that Walrus?
Yeah, it would. It dates itself by showing you the lowest long distance AT&T. January 26, 1986. So yeah, I mean, we just, I don't know why, but we've been selling a lot of that. We've been selling a lot of photos. We've been selling a lot of postcards. And it almost doesn't seem like the Cabbage Patches. Yeah, we had a few people say these are gifts, and we're giving away as gifts, but it doesn't seem like anybody's buying anything for anybody else yet. I feel like there's another week or so to go before that happens.
Isn't it like maybe 2 weeks max before they can actually buy anything to get it before Christmas? Because I know after the middle of December, that's basically it, because they're going to be backed up already by then.
Yeah, I mean, not really. I mean, I don't see how that's possible, because if I send something to you tomorrow, it's going to get there in 4 days at most.
Mm-hmm. Banged up.
Well, if I send something to Jimmy, it'll probably be there in 2 days.
2 days, yeah.
Well, I sent something to Florida and via Poshmark, and they got to them in 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Yeah, it's been moving along. I haven't heard of any like slowdowns or anything that's been happening this year. So maybe we're kind of dodging that bullet, because maybe it's just people aren't mailing as much or whatever, because not all the COVID stuff's going on. So you do get a fair amount of things, maybe that easing some things.
How are your FedEx packages going? Any messy ones?
Fine. No.
I don't use it.
I would only say that because when you buy something from Walmart, Target, anything online that's not Amazon, don't they actually use FedEx and UPS?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they use FedEx.
So that's what I would assume, that maybe FedEx might be behind, because for one, that they suck.
Yeah, well, so with Walmart, the way Walmart works is if they have it at your local store, one of your local stores, they'll deliver it. Mm-hmm. If they don't have it, they'll ship it from their warehouse via FedEx, and it does take, it's 2 days. I mean, we've gotten tons of stuff from Walmart, and it's always 2 days. The downside is that it depends on the driver we get. Sometimes they leave it up by our mailbox, and they just put there. Like the one day I went up there, and there's 4 boxes stacked up next to my mailbox, like in wet grass, and I'm like, you couldn't have just walked it out. At least put it in the driveway, dude. Like you left it like literally on the side of a road. What a jerk. But yeah, no, I haven't. I mean, everybody really gets down on FedEx. I've never had a problem with them. They broke one thing, and they paid me for it. Like as soon as I put in the claim, I sent them all the pictures, and they sent me a check. The downside, it was in my company's name, but I'm like, oh crap. But yeah, I mean, they've never. I mean, we've had Smart Post get real slow every now and again, because it depends on where it's going. If it's going to like a very rural area where it has to bounce like through a couple post office, it'll slow down. But like the other day, we had a Smart Post get there in 2 days to Missouri.
That's quick. That's fast.
Yeah, it's real fast. It really doesn't. I don't know. I know a lot of people talk about FedEx, but I've had no problem. Hi, Rachel.
Hey, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Kirsten. Thanks for coming. Ping. I haven't had an unpaid item in years. My Disney peeps always pay. There you go.
And then Disney's are very strict about getting their Disney stuff.
Yes, they are. I just got an offer on Posh for a hat I had for $17. They offered $5. I would have only made $105. I countered with $15. That's
you should have took the $5.
Get rid of it. No.
Brady, you're so greedy. You should have took it. They offered you $5. You sell it. No, okay.
What a douche.
See, there should be a marketplace that has eBay's traffic, Macari's ability to not get lowballed, and Poshmark's flat rate shipping.
Yeah. Why'd you say it out loud?
Right, yeah. I was like, $1 million
idea right there.
What are you doing?
It would be, but how would you get eBay's traffic like that though on a new platform?
Well, yeah. The eBay's traffic is just from years and years and years and years and years of doing it.
Old timers,
yeah. You'd probably have to, stay the course. But yeah, no, I mean, I think Poshmark's getting some traffic.
It is.
Yeah, since Thursday, like 35 cabbies. Yeah, it's been crazy.
Bragger.
How many has she gotten since?
Not enough. We want to buy out collections, but we can't find any. Because we have some coming from Shop Goodwill, and then there's a few local areas that we can go and try and get them, but for the most part, Jimmy left.
Yep.
Yeah, I just don't know really like where we could, because that one collection was awesome. It was like 43 cabbies with a ton of clothes, like, and it's unique. There's a couple like way outside of our area, one near Jimmy. Well, kind of near Jimmy. It's probably closer to John because it's in Cincinnati. Mm-hmm. But they're asking stupid money for it. And then, welcome back.
Welcome back.
That's my Black Friday special going on right now.
Oh, wait, that's the new router?
That's the new
one. Oh, wow.
I don't think it's the router.
Dude, I've got the fastest internet we can get, man.
Yeah. Maybe look into Starlink.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it. Like there really isn't. And the one out near Cincinnati that I was joking around about last night with saying that I'm sending Jimmy to pick up cabbies. They want like $500 for like 12 of them. Or no, it's 20 of them. But it comes with a ton of clothes and a diaper bag full of unused Cabbage Patch diapers. But still $500 a year. It's just ridiculous. So
I know they're getting expensive. That's why, I mean, I should ask, but the cabbies over at my flea market, $10, $15, $20, $25 now just for one.
But I feel like if they're, because the ones we're looking for aren't clothed or, they have some smudges and stuff. So, I mean, those are really the ones that Sarah looks for so she can clean them up. I mean, that's what makes this as profitable as it is, because they're $5-6 dolls, because people are like, this couldn't possibly have any value because it's nothing to it. So
that's the kind of dolls that they're selling, and that, naked, all stained, they're selling for like $10, $15, $20. And it's only because of the cabbie.
Yeah. I don't know. We won't pay it. Kelly said 2 unpaid items this week. Waited 5 days and no comment from the buyer. Had to cancel it and relist it. Got a few items not received this week. It's just that time of year, I suppose. We haven't gotten any not received yet. But it does happen more this time of year, and I don't know if it's just that there's more going through the system than there normally is, or if it's just I don't know. There's a multitude of reasons, but yeah, it happens. The unpaid item thing, I don't get. I don't understand why it increases. I mean, I know more people are buying things this time of year, but like even before like the rush happened, we were getting more unpaid items, and it just I don't get it.
And right now I have 2. One of them for sure is not going to pay, and they sent me the offer. The other one was an offer that I sent. They're not going to pay either, more than likely. Well, I usually give it a day, so they have like 12 hours left, and if I wake up and it's still not paid, they're not going to pay.
Yeah, you're probably well now, because that's not true, because there are a few people that know the system. I mean, we've had people literally wait to 3 days and 22 hours, and then they'll pay. Like, we've had that happen. I've had a guy, like, I messaged him a payment reminder. He's like, I have 4 days to pay. I'll pay before it hits 4 days. He did. He paid like halfway through the 3rd day, and I'm like, you are an ass, and I hate you.
Yeah, those are my favorite.
This is the reason why they shouldn't do this.
Yep.
But
and you know what the best reason is? Whenever eBay gets to the Q&A section of all their check-ins, somebody asks that question. I was like, oh, well, we'll get to it. Next question. It's like,
sure you will. I'm sure you get right on it. FedEx and UPS always leave packages on my porch. The last delivery could have moved the packages closer to the door so it wouldn't get wet from the drizzle. Yeah, that would have been nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've had that happen too. So far so good with my packages. Good. I'm happy. People are cheap.
Yeah, they are.
True.
Yeah.
My brother and sister-in-law got their package of chocolate. Nice. I'm getting more this week, but they are selling. Well, yeah, she's getting more cabbies. Adam, I've been an Apple over the year. I've been eyeing the Apple over the year headphones as well. Yeah, so expensive, and they were like, oh, they're going to put them on sale for Black Friday, and they're $499, and they had them on sale for $399 or $450 or something. Are they $450? I don't remember how much.
I have no idea.
They're supposedly awesome.
I mean that's what I would assume, because most of the deals nowadays is either $50 or $50 off with a gift card, and that's it.
Yeah,
that's not much.
I mean, that kind of money.
I don't think she's here, but unless Rosie already bought them, she'd be able to tell you.
She was.
I
have the Pros.
Yeah, she was getting the AirPods.
No, I have those.
Oh, I see. Okay.
These are over.
These are actual.
Nice. Did you guys hear that? Yeah, I just started my. Yeah, that was smooth. I have the AirPod Pros, but these are like over the years, and they're like AirPro Max or something. I have no idea what they're really called, but they're supposedly really great and they have some great sound. But I'm not spending $500 on headphones.
Unless you get lucky and you find them at the Amazon bins.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's I'm Mountain State. Thanks for coming.
I'm Mountain State.
Yeah, those would definitely be the crapples. You would not want those.
No. They'll be the pineapples.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm trying to find now, because these are starting to mess up on me right now. It's still like crackling and back and forth now. It just happens with my computer for some reason, but not on my phone. Yeah. So it just might be my computer, actually, now I think about it.
Yeah.
This thing's old.
The thing with me is I don't use them as much as I used to. So it's really hard for me to spend lots of money on them, because I don't fly a lot. I don't, I don't work outside anymore to where I'm, constantly using them, and I'm normally in my truck. So I don't need headphones in my truck. So it's kind of hard to justify spending that kind of money on something I'm not going to use. I mean, I use it here, but that's about it. And I don't need crystal clear sound quality here, Right. It just has to be decent. So, and JD says the Bose are good too. I had a terrible experience with Bose. Like, just absolutely awful experience with Bose headphones.
Really?
At least the ear pods. Yeah, what would happen is I'd have them both in, and they would connect independently. Like basically, this one would connect to this one, and then they both connect to the phone. And what would happen is all the time, like after a while, this one would disconnect, and you'd have to go through the whole connection process again to get them to reconnect, and it would just constantly happen. I'd be, mowing a lawn or something, and then I'd be listening to music out of this ear only, and it was just. I didn't have a good experience with them. I actually ended up sending them back to warranty like 4 times before they finally just refunded me my money. I did because it happened with like every pair they sent me, and they're like, "Well, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm mowing grass, dude." Like, it's not like, well, you might be using, some electronics that are interfering. I'm like, it's a lawnmower. It doesn't have it doesn't have Wi-Fi on it or anything. Like, it's a lawnmower. He's like, well, loud noises I'm like, loud noises should not be able to disconnect a headphone. I'm like, you're full of it. I'm like, I think there's some. And I looked it up online, and there's forum after forum after forum about these headphones and how they don't stay connected correctly and stuff like that. And I'm like, it's your headphones.
Yeah, they suck.
Yeah. I actually said that to the guy at one point. I'm like, you do know there's like 12 forums about how crappy these headphones are, right? And he's like, yeah, well, that's an isolated incident. We fixed that with software. I'm like, no,
sure you did.
I don't think you're listening to me. So,
but, by the way, guys, eBay did send me my free gift.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
Guess what it is?
Oh, wait. Big reveal time.
Did you get a coffee cup?
I did not get a coffee cup this time.
Dang
so
it.
sad. This is one of the gifts. They actually still need to send me one more, and it is poly mailers.
Are they what? Are they good quality at least?
I mean, kind of. Is their holiday edition ones, and they put a little message: "Happiness in hand."
Precious.
Yeah, great.
They have their red one, their dark blue, this teal-looking one, and that's it.
What says holiday about these?
I don't know, the colors of Christmas.
Sort
And
of.
then they sent me well, my daughter stole my other two, but they sent me some free eBay tape, just 3 rolls. And that's it. That's one of them at least.
Well, there you go.
And then I got my
You're
I
gonna
finally got it back.
on one box.
I got my little eBay authentication shoebox return finally.
That's right.
And that's part of the video that I'm gonna make.
I saw that.
By the way, the little authentication tag, they're so small. They're very small.
They look big.
Yeah, they do.
I was very tempted, but Nike.com, I just went ahead and ordered the ones I wanted.
That's not
So there's this compared to my thumb.
that small.
That's small. It's basically the size of my thumb right there.
I expect.
We've never seen you in real life, so we don't know.
For all we know, your hands are massive.
Okay.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. We get it. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Mountain
man.
State ordered some Bose headphones. Hope they will. In a zip case, just they look new. They're not bad. I mean, some of them aren't bad. The ones I had were the in-ear ones, so I don't know about the over-the-ear ones. I ordered those holiday polymatos. Love them. There you go.
Yeah, I still have them from 2 years ago because I over-ordered them.
Yeah, I wish we would make those colors in larger envelopes. Yeah,
I wish they would. I wish they would make them in the, what is it, a 13.25 by 11.25?
yeah.
But they only make
those
them in the small one.
Those are the good ones. We have. Well, first we'll get to JD's comments. He says eBay authentication is better than StockX.
Really?
Why? Why
Elaborate,
do you say that?
please.
Yeah, please tell us more.
I would like to know more.
We have decided that we are getting away from the eBay tape.
Really?
Yeah, we're done. And it's not because of anything, but the price has gone up, and it's just expensive. Like, I mean, it's decent tape, but I feel like, there's better tape out there for cheaper. Number one, and number two, we have this. So for priority, we could just use that, and it just doesn't. We looked. We were gonna buy some more, and I'm like $25.
Oh,
I guess
For 12
ridiculous.
rolls, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what it was. And then, yeah, I'm like, All right. Well, I guess we're not eBay tape people anymore, which everybody made fun of us for being in the first place. But yeah, I guess I'm just, I mean, so I ordered 12 rolls of clear stuff. I've got 6 there and a bunch of the priority tape, and we're just going to roll with that until they decide that they're going to come down off their high horse for their tape, because it's just stupid. I mean, I like having the branding on there, you know, for when people get their stuff, but well.
What are you going to use your free coupon for then?
We've been using it for these.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah, I got
did
that.
I
They're
ever
useful
tell you?
for you, actually.
Yeah, did I ever tell you the story about?
You got it, Dad? Come on.
I don't have any.
I gotta jump on the wagon. Did I ever tell you the story about the picture in the post office? What they did
about that they needed it to be first class instead of a envelope or something like that.
No. So
no, I don't know.
So like, if I put a photo in this, just for size comparison for you,
Yeah.
if I put a photo in this and I put a first class label on it and I put "Do Not Bend" stickers on it, they charged the buyer for priority mail, because this cannot be a package. This can only be a stamped envelope.
Mm-hmm.
This can be a first class parcel, and then you can put "Do Not Bend" stickers on it, and they don't machine it. This can only be a stamp. So eBay standard envelope's fine, but first class is not fine for this. So all of our photos, regardless of the size, go in this. So like, if it's a 3x5 photo, it's getting shoved in this stupid thing, and so we just buy these.
Yeah. That's why I had to get these.
Yeah, it's dumb, and it's I've read a couple people's like opinions about it, and it's really just oh, there's a cat. It's really just, and everybody says the same thing. Like 90% of the packages will probably make it with no issue, but if the post office wants to be a prick about it, they can do that if they want. And I'm like, well, that's enough to make me say I'm not going to do that anymore, because you get that one buyer that, you know, is really upset with you about the fact that their package now got charged them a certain amount of money, and then they leave you negative feedback, and it's not worth the time. So
How much do they charge for those?
I don't remember. We got them with the coupon, so, and I think like $30 some for 100 or something like that.
Yeah.
But they're good. The quality's there. Like they're very rigid. So
Just wait for about a year. They're gonna become crap.
yeah. They'll be like this envelope.
Exactly.
Gosh, that thing's horrible.
I have stuffed a lot of stuff in this envelope over the years, but yeah, it's getting to the point where you can't even really do anything with it. You know what I use this for more than anything? I'll put like ephemera lots in it and then shove it in a padded flat rate.
Yeah, I was
like it's the only thing I use it for.
That's
Yeah,
pretty much
$30 for 100.
Yeah. That's, I mean, it's not bad. So you pay $5, and Ping still has the bubble mailers from last year, and Sarah's over the eBay tape. Yeah. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We did that. Yeah, no. So those mailers are being charged a first. No, so
They have their own
no
tracking, right?
Yeah. So this mailer, according to this, it can only be used with a stamp because it's a standard envelope. The moment I put "Do Not Bend" on this mailer, it becomes a parcel. And for some reason, the post office doesn't. So if I put a regular first class label on this thing, the only thing it can become is a priority envelope.
That makes
so what they'll do is it doesn't. But what they're saying is that because I put the "Do Not Bend" sticker on it, they're not going to machine it. They're not going to shove it through the sorting machine because it might bend it. So then the only parcel it can become is a priority mail where they'll just, I guess, walk it over. I have no idea. It's the dumbest thing ever, but it happened to us once, and I've talked to a few people like Mark. I think maybe Kelly, if you're still here, Kelly knows about why this happens too. The eBay standard envelope is essentially like putting a stamp on this thing, so that doesn't matter. But if it's the regular first class label, they could potentially upcharge the customer. Which,
And
and again, it's like 95% of the people would have no problem. But we do enough of it that it could become an issue. So
and it's funny because today when I went to go drop off my sales at the post office, there was this guy in front of me. He had, I'd say, like maybe 7 packages, and one of them, it was a little square box. I'd say one of the 4x4, little small one, and it had "do not fragile, do not handle with her," or whatever. I forgot what it was,
right, yeah.
But I recognize the sticker. There's that red sticker that everybody always gets. Guess what the lady does? That's how she did. into that big metal container that they always put.
Oh,
I was like,
man.
that's how you know they don't care. I was like, fudge this.
That's
I
right.
almost said another word.
You kind of did, but that's okay.
I did.
Adam, can the brown eBay envelope be used for postcards? eBay? Yes. Yes, it can. I've done it. We run out of these things all the time, and it seems like every time we run out of the little ones, we order them, and they're normally 2-day shipping from Amazon, and every time we run out of them, they get lost on the way here. Because the last time I ordered them, they got lost, and they were like, "Your shipment is delayed," and I'm like, "Ah, crap, they're gonna lose it again." And then like 3 days went by, and they're like, "Seems like your shipment got lost. We're gonna give you a refund." I'm like, "No kidding." So then we ordered them again, and because there's only one company. It's so weird. So like you can order them directly from the company, but they only sell them in like lots of like 100 or 200 or 300. We don't sell that many postcards to say we need 100 of these, and it's like $50 for 100 of them. But you can order them on Amazon, and for like you can order like 25 of them for like $17 or something. And that's what we do normally. But there's only one company, and the rest of the companies that make these charge obscene amounts of money for these. Like I was looking on Walmart.com because lately I've been checking anything that I want to buy on Amazon on Walmart, because a lot of the times Walmart will be cheaper, and it will be free 2-day shipping for me because we are Walmart Plus members. So right. I checked on Walmart, and the cheapest ones of these is 50 of them for $35. Wow. And I was like, get out of here. So
wow. I think it's just because of the influx of card sellers of any kind.
I guess. I think it's just a specialty item. It's a rigid envelope, and people know they.
I remember what I wanted to ask you guys something too, actually. Maybe I'll get through the comments first.
All right. Yes. So yeah, to answer your question, yes, we've put the standard envelope sticker on those before, and yes, Susan, it will work. With StockX, you pay processing fees. In my experience, eBay is less expensive. I haven't had a problem with extra charges. It still comes down to human error when verifying the shoes.
Well, and also eBay doesn't charge you a fee at all. Yeah, other than regular fees that they charge you.
Do they charge the customer?
So they charge. So now I'm actually getting them on my listings. Now they charge the flat $14.50 for the FedEx tracking, which I think it's FedEx. I've been sending everything USPS actually. It's a USPS label. So, but now my listings, some of them are actually showing $14.50 now. Oh. So even though I put my usual 2-rate table that I have, which is $10 for the West Coast and $13.50 for East Coast, no matter what, now it's showing that $14.50 with secure tracking and guarantee and everything. But so everything is charged to the buyer. I get charged nothing. So it's basically just the same process. It's just being sent over to whatever authentication center is going to.
Las Vegas.
So there's 2, New York and Vegas.
Vegas.
Why do all mine go to Vegas?
I don't know.
Doesn't make any sense.
And then also, it doesn't matter how you package it, because they will repackage it differently, because I did not send it with a box like that at all. I sent those in a poly mailer.
Were they $110 shoes or something? You just shoved them in a poly mailer?
It was a $90 pair.
I mean, you got the box. Throw it in the box.
I'm pulling the Tommy. Everything in the poly mailer.
Oh, there you go. Kelly says I got into an hour-long conversation with the post office about that. It's dumb. Yeah.
Wow.
Pre-pandemic, I really had an issue. Some something happened during the shutdown to cause them to have a stick up their ass.
Yeah.
He didn't say ass, but I did. If you use the EcoSwift for ESE, put a do not bend sticker on it and you have to pay for the non-machinable. The surcharge is now 39 cents, but some post offices make people send it a parcel. Yeah. That's the explanation I got too. And it doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense, but yeah. If they really want to be pricks about it, that's what they'll do. And it's dumb. It's a waste of money and it's a waste of paper essentially, because I could fit 50% of my 50% of my photos in those little envelopes. And instead I got to put them in a bigger envelope and send it that way just to appease the post office. And it's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So, whatever.
I mean, it's essentially the same thing anyways.
There you go.
Who cares?
Polymailers for the win.
Oh, I thought he was saying the other thing. I was like, oh, okay. Okay.
Either way works. All right, what was your question? Because I have a question that I just cannot seem to find an answer for. Not
right.
Why are my Steelers starting to slowly lose this game? But
They're pulling
why?
the Browns, man. Come on. You gotta finish the...
It's after halftime, so they got to suck now.
All right, so me and Berlin were talking about trading cards because lately on my TikTok I keep getting those booster open pack things, box openings. I don't know what they're called.
Oh yeah. Card breaks or pack.
Yeah, so card breaks.
Card breaks, pack breaks. What are they called?
Yeah. So you know how everybody they're just looking for like what is it the holograms or whatever the last thing
Pokemon?
is. Yeah, Pokemon cards.
Are they hollows?
I don't know what they're called. I just know that they usually look for the last one that either has it's holographic
hollows.
or something.
Hollows.
You know, the ones that are worth like what, maybe 50, 60, 70 bucks.
Right.
So Berlin was basically asking me, is it worth selling the other cards just for, you know, what, $5-10? Is it worth it? Is it worth the time? Is it worth with the, because I know now those qualify for that standard envelope, but I don't know how much that costs. And she's asking, is it worth the time? Is it worth the effort? Even for older cards, if you know they're real, of course.
Standard envelope has to be 3 ounces and under. So if you're selling a stack of like 25 of them, it's not going to go standard.
Just one single card, though. Just one card.
Just one single card.
Just one card.
I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, so I did a little bit of research. I went out and bought like one of those Pokemon tins, and I went out and bought some sort of booster pack or something. I don't know. We're gonna sell it all in a lot here in a little while, but. And I tried to figure this out because there is a lot of money to be made there, but it's ridiculous, like the amount of research you have to do. And so if you want to put in the time and the energy, yeah, sure. But like my biggest problem I had was like you could have a card in your possession and then you could go to comp it on eBay and come up with, you know, okay, well, this card's worth $20. And then to find out that your card is like a remake of that card that was worth $20, but yours is actually only worth $5. Right. And you just didn't look because you saw the picture looked the same. Everything looked the same, except the little numbers at the far bottom right are slightly different. Mm-hmm. So that's where I just got to the point where I'm like, I can't do this. Like, this is going to be a nightmare for me. And I don't want to do this. So to answer your question, I don't think so, but it could be. Like, you could get lucky if you buy a bunch of those packs and you come up with like, you know, 7 or 8 of those hollows that are worth $20-$30, then yeah, sure, it's worth your time.
Well, yeah, probably that, but I was talking more like, it's mostly at the flea market, you know, like you said, you came across that binder has a bunch of regular cards, right?
Yeah.
She was
she was saying
no. Yeah, so she was saying, is it worth selling those one by one if you have the time for it? Of course, you know, we're part-time. She wants to help me in some sort of way because she doesn't really like doing shoes or that kind of stuff. And she actually knows Pokemon cards. So that's why she was asking, is like, what if I could sell them for like just $3, $4, $5 a card? It's like, well, I don't know. That's not my expertise. I just have no idea.
I think Jimmy knows more about Pokemon cards than I do, but I don't think so. I don't think there's that many $3, $4, $5 cards out there. Am I wrong in saying that?
Yeah. Depends on the collectors too, man. And if they're more than likely, if they're at the flea market, they're probably fakes. You don't really want to mess with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's another thing. I didn't even think about that.
True.
I don't know. I mean, especially
like if it's like,
I
like
hate
a Mewtwo or something. I mean, that card is so. Which I have some of the original ones, which I need to sell them, but I need to get them graded though. That's the problem. You got to get those things graded too. But
yeah, the commons. No, I mean and I mean, I'm not trying to tell you, that if you're trying to find something that Belinda likes and that she wants to list, then then what I'm going to suggest right now is probably totally off, not going to work. But if I were you, and it's something that's easy to list and something that's small and easy to ship, I'd look for postcards. They're easy to find, especially in your area. They're real easy to find because you live in a tourist town.
Yeah,
people come to LA, people come to Venice.
I haven't been looking for them at all, man. So maybe I should start looking for them. Actually,
they're
I think
easy
about it.
Well, the easiest place to source them is going to be antique stores,
Mm-hmm.
and don't pay more than $1 a card, and you'll be fine. I mean, that's an easy way to just figure it out as you go, and then you'll figure it all out as time goes on. But it's an easy list, it's an easy ship. That's why we do it. And you could have 1,000 cards in a thing this big. And so that would be what I do, just because the unlikely event, you're not going to find fakes. You're not going to really have quality issues because people don't care about quality as much as they do with Pokemon cards. You have a little tiny bend in the corner that somebody didn't see on a Pokemon card, and they're going to, be really upset. Whereas postcards, I mean, the vast majority of cards we sell are bent. They've been through the mail, all kinds of stuff. So that would be where I'd go with it. Pokemon cards are just too risky for us. Like, we have all these Pokemon cards that I bought to kind of research. We're going to put them all on a lot and sell them and just put them on auction. Like, that's it. So, but yeah, Charizard's the only one that I know what to look for too.
Yeah,
so,
same.
Yeah. Isn't Cincinnati Picker a big brain with all kinds of cards? I think so. Yeah, he knows sports cards though, doesn't he? I don't know about Pokemon and stuff.
The person that I would go to on Pokemon cards would be Paul Philly
Flipper knows a ton.
Yeah.
He loves Pokemon cards.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, he does.
And
short answer.
There's another YouTuber too, Jen, because she sells on whatnot. But yeah, those would be the two I would send pictures and stuff to. But I mean, you got to jump in and figure it out. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Tommy's saying. Short answer is to just jump in and know it's not worth it. Jordan cards. Lots of vintage stores around my city use them as price tags. What, postcards? Oh, God. Or really? Pokemon cards.
Oh.
Pokemon
or do they write the price on the postcards?
Oh, God, no. Some guy just retired from the NFL to concentrate on selling cards. I could see that. I mean, what's his name from...
Chumley,
yeah. He sells them on Whatnot.
Yeah.
So, yeah. He sold one of his cards for almost $700,000. His contract for the year was almost $1 million. Wow.
James
Multiverse.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
there you go.
Oh, is that the girl with the purple hair? Or she had purple hair?
Yeah.
Okay, no.
Yeah, she's from Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I was first getting accepted, when I first got accepted to Whatnot, I was researching her videos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've never seen her. Yeah, Paul. With NBA cards, I have up to all I get is questions about condition. With postcards, what you see is what you get. I have a box of TCGs that I haven't gotten around to listing yet. Yeah, I mean no baseball cards. Steer clear. 80s, 90s baseball cards I don't even mess with anymore. Yeah, I'd go that route. I mean, I feel like you won't have anything well, you'll have very little really early 1900 in your area. Because LA wasn't really even incorporated until 1903, 1907 or somewhere around there.
I thought it was 1923.
I don't think it's that young, is it? It might be.
Let me check, actually.
Yeah. But so you won't have anything really that early, but that's okay because what you're looking for is like
1781.
No, when they were incorporated. Founded versus incorporated. Because 1849 was when California became a state. So,
and incorporated 1850.
Okay. So yeah, you won't have a lot from turn of the century, but you'll have a lot from like the early from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and those are the ones that people want anyways. Those are the ones that are high dollar ones. The chrome cards are the way to go.
I keep forgetting to that. I come across those cards a lot. I just keep forgetting to actually research them, and I'm just afraid to ask because nowadays all the vendors in my area, they seem to just know what everything sells for now. Some of them are even like they're implying eBay prices now. Like that's great, but I'm not buying it on eBay. I'm buying it from you right here and now.
I really gotta read Tommy's comments before I click on them.
That's why we were laughing, Jimmy and me.
Oh my god. I'm not putting that up there, Tommy. I'm just saying I did it for a brief moment, but that's about the end of it. I'm gonna read this one too before. Okay, there we go. I would only source 1909 TO6 cards. Keep that. Keep your eyes out open for Hannes Wagner. His cards are worth a few bucks. Yeah, just a couple.
We'd be retiring. It'd be done.
You would not see this live program much longer after that.
There would be signs. I'd be taking care of all three of us. I'd be like, we're done. Sorry.
Fly out on the Darke County picker jet. But yeah, that's where I would go with it. I mean, it's simple. Sarah can list like 150 of them in an hour because it's easy. Front, back, you don't need to, if there's something really unique about it or if there's a crease in it, you might want to take a third picture, but quickly. She can list them quick. I know.
Good night.
Right?
So, yeah, that would be. I mean, I just feel like your town might have quite a bit because there's so much tourism. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotta look into it more deep. Actually.
Yeah, if you need help, message me. I mean, I'll do what I can. Mark's really good source. I message him all the time when I see something I don't know about. And I'm like, dude, what's this? So I have a question. Because I've been struggling, and I can't find an answer to it anywhere because eBay's not actually answering the question. So, it's Monday, obviously.
Monday.
So, everybody has what they made for last week in eBay. And then there's the cleared funds and the
processing.
I don't know what they're doing funds. Like, they're just sitting there. When does that clear? How long does it take for the vast majority, like, if I sell something yesterday, what I've noticed is that if I sell something on Sunday, there's no way in hell I'm getting paid for it this coming one. Like, it doesn't ever seem to make it into Tuesday's payout. Mm-hmm. It will just carry over. It seems to me, but then every now and again, everyone's saying 2 days.
That's what it's 2 days. Yeah. 2 days.
It has always been. Is it always been that way?
It's always been 2 days. Because anything I sell on Monday, I never get those funds.
I never get anything on Monday, but it seems like I don't get anything on Sunday either.
Because it's not being processed on Sunday.
Right.
So it's 2 business days.
Business days, which is basically just Monday through Friday. So if you sell something Saturday is considered one, I believe. So if you sell something on Sunday, that's not considered a day, so you won't get that on Tuesday's payout unless you have a daily payouts or whatever you have.
But that doesn't make any. So is it only Sunday? Because the stuff we sell on Saturday does clear.
Because Saturday is a business day, Monday is a business day, so it should already be cleared by Monday at 11:59 p.m.
So you're saying everything that we sold on Saturday will be?
I believe it should. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it should. Huh. Anything you sell on Sunday, though, that's not going to be ready until next week's payout.
I feel like it's getting longer. That's just what I mean.
It is.
See, and now we got Mr. 2 days. It's always been 2 days, and then says Saturday and Sunday clears for me as well. So wait a minute.
I've never had Sunday clear for me.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Who cares? Whatever.
I mean, you guys are rich on cabbie money.
That's true.
Why does it matter?
That's true.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
You sent us that article where we should be millionaires by now.
That's what I'm saying. You guys are rich.
I don't know what's going on.
You need to go apply at the news station like Riley said. You could be featured on the magazine?
Yeah, no. I don't think that's Sarah with a bagged cabbie.
With your box on your head.
Hey, but imagine if you guys do that and Sarah's Instagram gets featured, guess how many sponsors you're going to be getting?
Oh no, tons. That's for sure. Um, um, I can't high bearded PokeTuber.
You're gonna give me what I paid for it? Perfect.
That's awesome.
We can trade.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, there you go. I like that idea.
Yeah, we can trade straight up.
It used to be 1 to 4 days for processing, but it's switched. I switched to Bank of America instead of my federal credit union, and I get my money faster. So maybe it's a.
But that's
I'm talking about
yeah.
from pending to available. That's all. I'm not talking about actually going into my bank account. I'm talking about it coming out of pending, going into available.
Yeah, for me, it's always 2 days. That's what I've noticed.
Yeah. Only day that doesn't clear is a bank holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Are you doing debit card payments or bank deposits? Bank deposits.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we do it only once a week. If you do daily payouts, Friday payouts hit Monday, Saturday, Sunday hit Tuesday, at least for me. Okay. But again, who cares?
Yeah.
Go back to fixing your cabbies.
For my bank payouts, I actually get it that same day. For eBay, Poshmark, I get ours the same day.
So when we get ours on Wednesday. That come from?
Yeah. Why won't you talk? Talk.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't pay that much attention to it either. I just have been noticing, wondering if it's longer, because I obviously don't pay that much attention to it, because it's apparently always been 2 days. I didn't know, but I was just curious if anybody actually knew the actual answer to the question, because to me, it seems like I felt like when we first started, everything that sold over the weekend, we ended up in our payout on Tuesday. And maybe I'm just not maybe I just really wasn't paying that much attention, but it felt to me like everything that sold Friday, Saturday, Sunday made it into Tuesday. And then now it seems like anything that sells on Sunday or even late Saturday doesn't make it. So I don't know. Maybe it's just a holiday. I have no idea.
Probably, but who knows? Only eBay will know, and they're never clear.
Yeah, and they're not giving answers for that.
I kind of missed the PayPal payouts.
Yeah. Maybe that's why too, because PayPal seemed a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Someone's plugging their Instagram over here. Get your own. Get your own show.
That helps you.
When she reached 3,000 followers, all of a sudden she got hundreds of followers the same day.
Yeah, that's right. We have ways of making you talk. Also, you have to realize all the shipping label fees and store subscriptions change the availability daily. That makes sense too. But yeah, all right.
By the way, now I don't know if you guys noticed. I've never even cared, but now I noticed that whenever you click on an order details of one of your eBay orders, it tells you exactly what they take out for exactly what and how much you actually get. That's actually pretty cool. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, they started that when you did managed payments. They've been doing that, and people there was like 600 YouTube videos made by the complaining side of YouTube about how they're ripping you off. They're charging fees based on tax. And you're like, no, they're not. What's up, Junk Monkey?
They're just mad that they're getting. Go ahead.
I was gonna say hi, Junk Monkey. I hope your wife's feeling better.
Oh, hope she's feeling better.
Yeah,
but yeah, a lot of people, they were complaining. A lot of YouTube videos, a lot of posts on Facebook. Oh, those Facebook posts.
Oh my God.
They were complaining. It's like, oh, why are we getting taxed on the sales tax? I was like, well, because you are. You want to complain about it? Just don't sell on eBay. Nothing we can do about it.
Yeah,
right.
That's I saw a bunch of those.
But I didn't make anything. Exactly.
I think Monday they take all my international and UPS labels out each week. Yeah, well, that makes sense because they don't charge you for UPS or FedEx until it's used.
I know. Yeah. I cry because I'm like, what is this $25? It depends what I sold. Yeah. So when I sold those 2 blow molds back to back, I was like, why did I get charged $50? What is going on here? And I was like, oh, yeah. Damn.
Whoops.
I don't know why they just don't hold it. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, I guess it's a UPS thing or FedEx thing. I don't know. Because if you buy a label through FedEx, they charge you right away. It doesn't make good sense. I'm assuming it has something to do with the business account on eBay's end. But or maybe they don't want people canceling labels if they don't use them. I don't know. Because if you print out a label and it doesn't work out, or you have to go in and rechange it, you just toss it in the garbage and never use it.
Yeah,
So
that's true too.
But she's not feeling better, but we got good news today. She will not need surgery. That's good.
That's good.
That is awesome news. Yeah.
It's a fact. You lose 3 IQ points every time you open a Facebook group. That's true.
Yeah, because everybody knows everything on it.
Yeah, that's right. I do like pirate ship.
Sometimes you find some interesting information in them, but then 95% of the posts are like, eBay's doing this, Poshmark's charging too much, Mercari did this to me, this buyer did this to me. I was like, great. That sucks for you.
I did see something pretty cool on one of those groups, and it could be a total troll post, but I don't think so. Somebody got a storage locker or something, and there were some Disney VHSs in there, and they opened them up. One? Yeah, the money there was cash in there.
Yeah,
there was $107 in cash in one of the Disney VHS tapes, and I'm like, that's the only way they'll be worth some money.
You think it might have been plugged though?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, the bills were the old ones. They weren't the newer bills.
Yeah, it did look. They did look old bills, but it was. Yeah, I mean, it's always funny to me. People like to brag, and I get it, but like, I'm in a Las Vegas group and an Atlantic City group, and there's so many photos of people posting like their ticket with, look, I won $1,200 or something like that, and I'm like, oh, awesome. And then like there was this one guy that posted he had 3 $1 chips and a 31-cent slot machine ticket, and he's like, "Don't be jealous."
Exactly. See, that's the real guy right there.
I still have my ones from Vegas in my carry-on bag. It's like 16 cents from Caesar's Palace. So, but yeah, that was pretty fun.
I'm missing my $20 poker chip from Bellagio, so Adam, give it back.
I shut Facebook off 3 years ago. Some of the old Disney VHS cardboard sleeves do okay. Yeah, I don't see too many anymore.
Well, the only one that's worth anything, of course, is the Cars one. That's the only one you should be on the lookout for.
Oh, really? I didn't know this.
Yeah, as long as it's in the normal sleeve. Yeah, it has to be in the normal.
Not the clamshell.
No. You didn't know about that?
That one's worth a fortune.
It's worth a lot. I think it's like what, $500-$600, give or take.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's worth it because it's the very last VHS that Disney did, and you were only able to get it if you were a Disney
employee.
No, not employee, a Disney Club member or something like that. It was a membership they had back in the day, so there's only so many out there, and it has to have the original paper sleeve, the VHS, and it has to be the Cars, the first one. That's the last VHS that was made, and if you find that, easy $500 at least right there.
Yeah.
Interesting. I've never heard that. I don't do a lot of I don't look. Oh my God, we're losing. I don't do a lot of VHS because I just glanced over and saw it, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I don't do a lot of VHS because I just don't, again, it's one of those things I don't know enough about. Like I know enough to what to look, if there's a sealed VHS tape that has the watermark or whatever they put on the plastic that's still there or whatever, I know enough to at least look it up and comp it and make sure it's not worth a fortune. But other than that, that's about all I do with VHS tapes. And I'll always look because I know like the Raiders of the Lost Ark ones are worth some money if they're sealed in the first edition or whatever. But other than that, I don't really pay much attention to them. So, but that's a cool one. I didn't know that. It was only available to order through a catalog from Disney.
There we go.
Let's see.
Not sure what they're talking about.
I'm not sure what they're talking about either. This could be a crime in progress.
Is it Tommy's hate towards Auction Professor?
Could be. I saw an Auction Professor comment, and I think I skipped over it.
There's something about his Patreon.
Does he have a Patreon?
I don't know. Does he?
Oh my God! I'm sure he's making a fortune off of that. I looked at that once too, and I'm like, why? Why would anybody want to pay extra to watch me? That doesn't make any sense. So.
Laziness.
Yeah. Here after this show, jump over that and see us for another hour.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
Right, see Steelers sleeping, or see Steelers. I'm looking at this stupid game. See Jimmy sleeping.
Just remember, we beat Tom Brady within 40 seconds to go. So go on.
Yeah, well, it's fourth. It's the fourth, and we're losing by a point. We were winning. We were up 16-3 at one point. So yeah, that's good. Yep, I'm back. Steelers suck. I know you can't imagine having to ship orders and list like every day. That's crazy. Oh, come on. There are recent comps for cars for 2K, but most are 4,200 on the low end and 800 on the high end.
That makes no sense.
Flip that. Yeah, I think you want to flip that. Oh, 200 on the low end, 800 on the high end.
Oh, okay.
There you go. That.
Yeah, because there's only there's only a limited amount out there. So if you find one, you're extremely lucky.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah. Even beat up, they're $200. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Didn't know that. That's what I get for not watching YouTube enough.
Well, I didn't even learn that in YouTube. I learned that from the Facebook groups.
Oh, really?
So that's the reason why I still have it. You do learn some stuff from the people who like to brag about it, of course.
You do, but you also here's my problem with it is like I'll look at stuff and I'll see people selling things and then I'll put the thought in my head and I'll be looking for it crazy like a moron for a while instead of doing what I should do and going, oh yeah, this guy thinks these sell, and then looking it up on eBay, because 90% of the people that are like, this sold for like $500, let's check that out, and then you look on eBay and they sell for like $20 and you're like, wait a minute. So but yeah, you do, there are some things you learn, that's for sure.
And that's why a lot of people, some people, that's why new resellers think that reselling is so easy, is because they think it's like, oh, hey, you found it for $500. I found one too. Let me try to list it for $500. It's been the whole year. It's like, why isn't it selling? Because they only sell for like $10.
I got something that's fake. It's funny. I just bought it because I wanted the hat. Is it back here?
Yeah, not this one. Yeah, Cars is legit.
Yeah.
New seal can go up to $1,000. Most of the high dollar VHS fakes, but Cars is real.
Yeah. Look at that.
What's this?
Look how fake that is. That's fake.
Oh, is that a Dale Earnhardt fake? Dale Earnhardt?
Yeah, I just bought it so I could take the ink off of it. I just wanted the hat because the Top Gun and it's Dale Earnhardt.
Well, you know what's funny about the whole thing is that his signature's actually embroidered onto the front of the hat, and you can tell it's fake because it doesn't even look like that.
Some guy had it on Facebook for $5. He's like, the signature's real. I was like, number one, Dale Earnhardt never signed them pens, so come on, man.
He didn't? Oh, a marker.
Yeah. Well, that and this right here indicates that it's fake because how he did that. But I'm gonna take that off and just clean the hat up and keep it.
It's a cool hat.
Yeah,
Why does it say Top Gun on it? Collector's edition.
Because he raced that car once.
Wow.
So
I thought he was a Tom Cruise fan or something.
And it's made in USA.
Mm.
Well, he did have his car all painted up for Days of Thunder, though. That was Rowdy Burns' car, was Dale Earnhardt's car.
Oh, there you go. I forgot about Days of Thunder. Was that the one where they raced the wheelchairs through the hospital?
Yeah.
I don't know about any of that.
Yeah.
It was an old NASCAR movie with Val Kilmer and Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
I know of the movie. I've never seen it.
Yeah. But what's wrong? What's wrong with Val, by the way? He has throat cancer or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw a recent interview with him or something like on one of the streaming channels. I'm like, what's wrong with Val?
Yeah, and that was true on. Well, I better not spoil it. Can't spoil the new movie. Can't. Just watch this, Maverick.
There you go.
That was actually real. I was like, it cannot be real. I was like, well, it is real.
Interesting. I haven't seen the new one. Complete Black Diamond set will sell, not for big money. What it will sell? Really? No. Cool hat though. Days of Thunder.
I just bought it for the hat.
It's a cool hat. Either way, it's made in the USA. It's you know, you can hop back on Whatnot and get $3 for it.
Absolutely, yeah, $10, Whatnot. See,
man, what are you guys' thoughts on Whatnot now?
I haven't even looked at it. I think I deleted the app actually.
Well, I don't know. I've been seeing it around. I haven't really been active in it, but supposedly Elon Musk is giving away a trip to space on whatnot, and Nike and the
Oh,
Nike drop with some of those shoes.
Is he really?
I
Oh,
don't know.
I would. Oh,
So
I've often thought about this
let me
because
check.
they're. I got to know what the chat thinks about this too, and what you guys think about it. So if you want, let's say you win the Elon Musk thing, and you get a free trip to space, are you going?
Heck no.
You're not going?
No.
I feel like I'd have to go, but I'd be shitting my pants the entire time.
I mean, I would do that just when they're, when they put you in that thing where you're getting ready for it.
Yeah, you have to be in a certain amount of shape, but you're not in deep space. You're just in, what do they call, like you're not
right,
even
guys.
orbiting.
So hopefully my camera focuses. So it's on their Instagram page. If you read the very first line, come on.
No, I can't see it.
Yeah, it's blurry.
Just read it.
So it basically says win a flight to space. But yeah, it's not gonna. Dang you, camera.
That's
Focus.
okay. We believe you.
Yeah, it's not gonna go. But yeah, so it says win a flight to space, and then it shows like little. That's the thing that they're giving away with a little space suit.
Are those Marty McFly?
No, those are Marty McFly's.
Yeah, those are Marty's, man.
Those are from Back to the Future. Are they the ones with the actual power laces though? Because he released them for like a limited run of like 300 of them like 10 years ago, but they didn't have the power laces. And I'm like, I would so buy those if they had the power laces, but if they don't have I'm out.
No,
Like,
it looks like
have the power
it looks like it has the hook and loop when it doesn't have the actual. So
those are the ones he released. I would have a tough time selling those because he all the proceeds from those went to his foundation for Parkinson's. I mean, granted, I probably would get over it really quick because they're worth a lot of money, but I'd have to give some of the money to his foundation. So
I would say those are probably the real ones.
Yeah.
And I would not go to space.
You would not go to space.
I would.
No.
I think I would go, but I would be when I got into that rocket, I would be so nervous.
I'd probably have a heart attack. Your adrenaline would be so pumping so bad. I mean,
oh yeah, it's a good shirt. I'll give you $15. Sarah would never go. Junk Monkey says, "Hell yeah, strap me in, let's ride." Mountain State says, "Heck no, I'd never do that nonsense." Buying space, would it go to space?
hey,
Yes, but I would not want to come back. I would never go. But
what would you do in space?
Yeah.
Float.
Float. Yeah. You can't stay up there for very long in 0G. I would never go, but my significant other has always wanted to go into space. The only spaceship's not built by the cheapest bidder or a politician's nephew. Only the spaceship's not built by the cheapest bidder or the politician's nephew. Yeah. This is a contest to go to space. Going to be like the Pepsi contest where you could win a fighter jet, but they never actually gave it. Yeah, we watched that stupid documentary on Netflix, by the way.
We want to watch it.
Oh, well, then I won't ruin it for you. Even though Sarah just ruined it for you.
Yeah, don't ruin it for me. We're going to watch it probably.
It is really good. It is, even if you already know, you can just Google it and find out he never got it. But, yeah. You're really rooting for the guy the whole time. You're like, give him his Harrier. So it looks like all the men be gone, women rule the earth. They're gonna beam me up, Scotty. I like it. I watched the documentary where they put Shatner in space and Bezos's phallic-looking rocket. And that was really cool to see him in space. And he was crying when he was up there, and I'm like, that's kind of interesting. He was 90, so if he can do it, I can do it. I just need to lose a little weight. But
90 going on 25.
I'd do it. I'm sure I'd do it because I mean, there's not going to be a lot of people in my generation that will see space travel.
Probably not even mine. No, probably mine. Maybe actually.
I think by that when we're old, we'll see it being a little bit more common. But I feel like the generation after us may have a chance to like vacation in space and stuff like that. But I don't know.
Like our kids' generation, basically, Jimmy and mine's.
I think so. That's my. But there are people that predict that. Well, like Elon says, he wants to be in Mars in 7 years, or like 8 years, or something like that. And I'm like, that's doesn't it take like 3 years to get there?
Yeah, I was gonna say
So
it's 3 to 4.
yeah.
I mean, which one do you think is gonna be faster, getting to Mars or eBay actually putting payments on offers?
Well, you can get to Mars way faster.
Yeah, it's gonna be Mars because they got to keep looking into it.
You get to Mars faster. You get to Mars faster if you drove there in a Tesla.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would like to at least see the moon, like land on it and maybe get off and check it
drive
out.
Drive around. that little car they have up there.
And then just, see the, what they call it, the blueberry, us, and then be like, all right, time to come back home. Let's go.
I think I want to hit a few golf balls because, like, supposedly you can,
Oh, yeah, that's
you
true.
can really get some distance on it. Throw a football.
But there's no pizza in the moon, so
No, it's not. And despite popular belief, it's not made out of cheese. Just in case.
Oh,
Chronic
Dang
back
it.
pain, and it would be reduced in space. Weightlessness is wonderful for the arthritis. I can see that. Sure.
that's true.
I don't think you can stay weightless for very long. I think your muscles will atrophy, won't they?
Don't they have to work out up there in the space station? That way, your muscles don't mess up.
Yeah, they do.
yeah.
But I still think there's a limit on the amount of time they can stay up there. So,
It's like
Hi,
what, 2
Paul.
years that they stay up
Scott.
there?
Hi, Scott. I don't know. So
I don't know,
hi,
actually.
hi, Scott. I'm sorry I called you Paul. Yeah, Mars will have immediate payment before eBay. For sure. Elon already has arbitration clauses in the Starlink contract for Mars. The dude is always a forward think. There you go. Rosie's here. Hi, Rosie.
Hi, Rosie.
I would just get in a saltwater pool if you want to be weightless. Not Rosie. So Rosie, you're a no on going to space. Not only will muscles atrophy, but bone starts to dematerialize. So there you go. But I think in the space station does have some gravity because doesn't it spin? I thought, whoo, we took the lead.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
I thought it had a little bit of gravity. I thought it spun, but I could be wrong. I thought portions of it had some gravity, but I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
thought you
don't
could
do
turn
that
it
much
off.
research. Huh?
I don't have
I thought you could turn all that off. It was weird. Whatever
Yeah,
you
I
can
don't
do up there.
Yeah, because all you'd really have to do is get some rotation going, and you'd have some gravity. But I don't know the answer to that question. But Elon probably does. Where is he? Is he here?
Yeah, can you let us know?
Yeah, somebody
If he
call.
happens to come here, it'll be one of the most popular live shows in reselling.
Lord, especially lately, he's full of controversy. I got questions.
Anyways,
Yeah, I should really pay attention to the payouts. Yes, I should too, but I don't. That's why I had to ask the question because I really have no idea.
and it's all money.
Yeah. So, but to answer your question about whatnot, no, I don't. I haven't been on it. I haven't even looked at it. I turned the notifications off, and then I forgot it was on there. And then when I was moving some apps around, because my Vendu app has become used a lot more now because of the Marcus Sold feature on Vendu. So I moved that over, and I'm like, what do I still have whatnot for? So I just deleted it. So I haven't used it in a while.
It's
Jimmy, do you still use it?
Not the sell I buy on there.
Oh yeah.
still have it, but of course, it's usually the known people are the ones who are getting all the traffic. The little small people, they're only getting like 2, 3, 4 people max, and they're not making any sales. So basically, at this point of whatnot is whether you're already known or you're not. If you're known, you're gonna get some sales and of course followers. But if you're not, it's extremely hard now because they accepted too many sellers. But at the same time, I think they're selling there once and then they just leave because they're not getting the traffic or the sales or anything anymore.
Right. You do have to work at it. There's no doubt about it. But it also, I don't know. I'm getting notifications from Poshmark now about live sales.
Yeah, if you're following somebody, when they go live, it gives you a notification, and there's no way to turn it off as far as I know right now. And I have access to it, but I haven't done the Posh show because I keep forgetting about it.
Yeah,
but I have access to it. I just haven't actually done one yet.
We don't have enough of one thing at this point. I mean, the cabbies would be stupid.
Here's the cabbie. Here's the cabbie.
It
Yeah, then
wouldn't.
Sarah would be.
I think that'd be good actually, because who else just sells cavities alone?
Yeah, but we have a certain number we want to get for each one, like most of them. Like there are ones that are a little lower in value to us right now, but we have a certain amount of like cabbage patch, a certain amount of money we want to get for them. We couldn't give them away for $10. I mean, we could, but we wouldn't make much, and so that's kind of why we.
And a lot of people aren't even starting at low prices now. Now they're actually starting at the price that they want to sell it at. They don't that time of $1 or $2 is basically gone.
Yeah. Elon is loony, but makes for interesting content. That's for sure. I can never tell if it's Ed's kids or Sarah in the background.
It is more than likely my kids.
Yeah, Sarah's a little too far away. She has to yell to get it.
Or it might have been my cat meowing in the hall. I don't know.
It could be.
I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah. It's funny that I just got a notification for one of the lives posh shows. Yeah, and we don't follow that many people, but I guess the ones we do, there's Sarah. So I don't know. I there was a period of time where I thought that the live shows would be. I still think it's still kind of the future, but I don't know that. I don't know.
It's people still want that I want to buy it now and I want to have it, but auctions, it's hard because you can't sell it for exactly what the market says. You can, but how many people are you really going to get to stay in that live stream? It's like, not that anyways.
I really think the more immediate future is going to be, rather than having just photos, there's going to be a lot more video content.
Yeah.
I really think that's because I noticed Posh is starting to do it a lot more. I've noticed a lot more Posh listings have videos. A lot more eBay listings are starting to have videos. And I feel like if you could take a video of things and just post it rather than a bunch of photos, it's a lot easier for people. So I feel like that's more the immediate future. But here's the problem I have with live auctions is it's, if I get, like today, I'm trying to simplify my outdoor Christmas lights because I just have too much stuff running in too many places and I just don't want to do it anymore. So, and we bought this like thing that looked like a Christmas tree that we put on the top of our patio roof and it came down, and we bought it last year, but it was like the Chinese, like crappy Christmas lights that literally disintegrated when we took them down last year.
Oh.
So I was trying to find something like that, but that's the thing is that like, I'm like, oh, I need to buy this. So I'm going to go look. Whereas, with live auctions, you're not like, oh, I want to buy a pair of Jordans. I'm going to watch the next 6 auctions that sell shoes until there's a size 13 red and white pair of Air Jordans. Like, you're just going to go on eBay, find the ones you want, or go on Amazon, find the ones you want, and buy them. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where. But then there's like what you were talking about, like card breaks and stuff like that. That's a totally different story. That's people paying for an experience more than they're, and potentially getting a great card for cheap. So and
that's where, and that is a card breaks, definitely, because that's perfect for live auctions, basically, because people who are there know exactly what they're expecting or want to expect. But when it comes to, like, say, just a random shoe seller or clothes seller, you're basically just dependent on what they have during that auction. And if something is that nobody wants, like, you're not gonna get nobody.
Right.
Somebody might want that pair of Vapor Max that is the only good thing, and then they have like 20 other bad things that nobody's gonna wait for that auction. Nobody's gonna wait. You're basically losing out, and it's just a waste of time.
Yeah. Dream Kitty. All I can say is my eBay 1099 better match the dollars deposited in my bank account. Exactly. Okay, I like it. A friend did a live Posh last week. It turned out decent, better than $1 or whatnot. Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Yeah, it's because I'm
He
Posh.
took a shot at me. Okay.
I'm Posh. You could only start at $3. You can't start at $1, I believe.
Oh, that's cool. The thing about Posh Live that's cool is you can use previously listed inventory. So a cool way to flush out old inventory. That is cool.
Well, I mean, technically, we're not supposed to even be talking about it, but I'm not even doing it anyways. It's it's part of their terms and agreements. Because technically, Posh Live is still in beta. It's not an actual feature that's completely out. So when we go into the seminar to get access to it, technically, we're not allowed to be talking about it. I mean, everybody is already, anyways.
Stop me.
But
as far as the last I checked, I live in the United States. I don't know about anybody else,
but basically the only way you can actually put listings on your Posh Live is from existing listings already on Poshmark, anyways. So you don't have to retake photos or anything. You just
that would save you a ton of time. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, but again, it's the same thing. It's like, what if you only get 4, 5, 6 people, and it's not even stuff that anybody really wants? Then what are you gonna do?
I was thinking about this. That we do have some Cabbage Patches that haven't really gone anywhere. Maybe we could do a Posh Live with them, but I don't think Sarah would kill me.
You would have to get access to it first, though.
Well, I understand. I mean, you know who I am?
Wow. How hard? What did you hear? How hard would it be for him to get it? All right.
I mean,
done.
I have 2,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Oh, they don't even care about that.
No, I'm just kidding. She said no already. I've never done a live show. I've just seen other YouTubers talk about it, but I know that you can pull from already listed inventory. Interesting.
Yeah.
Online sales depend on finding that one buyer. What are the chances that the buyer will be present during a live auction in an event on a newish app? Yeah, it's true. Yeah, that's the problem I have with it too.
Yeah, and when Whatnot was the brand new things, when you got accepted that first day, the reason you were getting so many great sales was, of course, $1 starts, the $1 shipping afterwards.
Yeah,
and then you were putting some desirable stuff out, of course, so that brought in traffic as well,
and viewers. I mean, a lot of it was viewers, and a lot of it was it was so new that people were kind of buying into it.
Yeah, so. is that excitement of something new, but now that new part of selling the new method is kind of dying down a bit. So now everybody seems to be going back to the more comfortable, which is I search for it, I want it, I'm gonna buy it, and that's it. I don't want to, and I want no interaction with the seller at all. I just want them to send me my thing, and that's it.
Yeah, well, I wish we could say that. I got a funny seller interaction here in a moment. It's super easy to gain access.
And it's really easy. All you got to do is apply on their blog, and that's it.
That's right. Yeah, see, exactly. I'm the Daily Cabbage's husband.
Exactly.
I'm waiting for Elon Musk or Mr. Beast to buy my channel. I offered to sell it to either of them for $1 million. I like it.
Buy mine too. Done.
Yeah, please
Same.
buy mine.
All right, it's been real, guys.
I'll do it for $500,000. I'm in for a half. And the funny thing is I think either of those people wouldn't even notice $500,000 missing. True to her nerves were wrecked. Pulling inventory was the hardest she's ever said because what sizes, styles, etc. She could have available. Yeah, it is. It's tough. It's not easy to do. So yeah, I had an interesting seller interaction today. Never had this one before. This is the first. So it wasn't even a message. It was after they bought a postcard, and then in the comments it said, is there any, can you please mail that? I will be on vacation next week and then again on the week following. Is there any way you can get it here the week of the 11th?
Wow.
Okay.
I'm like, wow. I've never had that question before. Like, I could try and time it so that it gets there right in that window where, like, yeah, if I mail it out on Tuesday the 9th, it should get there in that week. Like, give me a break. So I sent the guy a message and I'm like, look, I have to mail this within 24 hours because eBay makes us, or, because we're top rated sellers. So we do one business day. Right. I'm like, so I have to mail it within 24 hours. I'm like, if that doesn't work, let me know within the next hour or so, cause I'm going to be shipping. And because there's no way I can hold on to it for that long. And the response I get back is mail it out then. I'm like, all right. And then can you please put it in a rigid envelope or a box? And
No.
I'm like, no.
Going in a poly bag.
It's going in a plastic bag. I'm gonna put it in a Tostino's pizza roll box and mail it out to you.
Oh, somebody did that to one of my packages.
Yeah.
By the way, Jimmy, congrats on top rated. I always thought you were top rated already. I didn't know that you weren't.
I lost it, but got it back. Yeah.
Yeah. We lost it and got it back too. It was the same thing. I think it was for the same reasons, right?
Not finding stuff probably. That's
Yeah.
that's why. Yep.
Yep.
I mean, at first it didn't bother me. I'm just like, whatever. But then after a while, I'm like, man, this pissed me off. I want it back. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it was cool to finally get the. I had it the 20th, but I got the official. Made me feel good to see the back. I'm like, yes, I got it back.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the same thing with us. We were it was our transition between List Perfectly to Vendu, and a lot of our stuff that was that was listed on List Perfectly wasn't relist. So we pulled it off of Vendu, but it never pulled down the List Perfectly listing. So we were like, oh, so we were canceling 3 or 4 things like a month, and they took it away.
That's what happened to mine.
Yeah.
And I even called eBay about it. I was like, it really isn't my fault, And they're like, well, technically it is because you didn't go back and look back. And I'm like, and then like one of them was like a triple listing, one a double listing. It was triple. It was like bam, 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 and then it had to be a hot item, so 3 different people bought them. I was like, oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, we work really hard now not to make sure that it doesn't happen. I had someone ask me to ship it on the 5th. I didn't want the ding, so I just sent it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can't hang on to stuff for that long. Made a $400 sale on Friday as a new Canadian buyer. Immediately sends me a message wanting to change the address. Nope, GSP doesn't allow. Canceled this afternoon. New message within minutes to ship. No. I don't think so. Can you send it to me stamped? I mean, it's just a postcard, right? Yeah.
We'll autograph on the back.
Yeah. Hey, I used a diaper box once. Tough times.
Yeah, I used to use the where Jen's works diaper boxes. It was funny because she got one of them once. She was like, "Is this a joke?" I was like, "Hey, that's all we have, man."
So the adult diaper boxes. There was Sarah bought. So before we went on the diet, we were getting in as many carbs as humanly possible. So Sarah bought like a case of stovetops from Sam's Club, and the box it comes in is very nice looking. And I'm like, we should save this. And Sarah's like, we're not sending stuff out in a stovetop box.
Why not?
I've seen the pizza box. That was a good one.
Yeah.
The Little Caesars box. That was one of my funnier ones. Hi, Jen.
I was like, who did that, man? I was
8
like,
days straight. Oh,
I thought it was already kicking in. I was like, oh no.
Oh, it's minutes away, I'm sure.
Oh, sure.
And I forgot to send you guys a picture, but I downed 10 tacos of those.
So from Taco Bell?
We got the party pack, and I had 10 because I had to share 2 with the kids.
Supreme tacos. Ugh.
Supreme. Oh, and that's the reason why I got it too, because I want to show you how they put it in our Taco Bell. They don't put as much sour cream as they probably do with you guys.
Oh my god, it's flooded. It's just so much. And they're pico. Let's be honest, okay? They call it pico. It's not pico.
It's just tomatoes.
It's just chopped up tomatoes.
And they call that pico.
Oh yeah.
Well, they call it pico, but it's not. It's not
tomatoes.
Pico. It's just chopped up tomatoes.
And they're always white.
Lime. There's nothing. Yeah, they are. They are very not ripe tomatoes most of the time. They're like yellow.
I'm like, should I be eating this? Oh well.
Yeah.
I just mix it in because I don't like tomatoes. So I'm like, just don't look at it.
Yeah, I don't like tomatoes either. I'll use any box as long as they are clean.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just make sure it's not going to another reseller because it's going to end up in a Facebook group.
Yes. Should I open this or not?
Yeah, she messaged me about it. She's like, is this a joke? I was like, no, your shirts are in there. They're in a bag. It's fine. I'm sorry. It's all I had. I had to get them out. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's true. We did use Omaha steak boxes. I think I still have one.
Hey, but that's top of the line, though.
They were great, but that's why we saved them, because they were great boxes. They were really, really sturdy.
Wait a minute. Do we get $1 million if we say Omaha? Omaha.
Thanks, Adam. You're welcome. I believe it, Jen. That's messed up. Yeah. I asked my kids about opening Christmas presents that were wrapped in a box.
She's not lying.
The Taco Bell around here puts all the sour cream on one end. Yeah, I've had that with the bean burritos or the burritos. They all the stuff is on one end, so you get like meat, then you get the rice, then you get like sour cream, pico, and everything else just tacked at the very end. It's just gross. So but got motion. I entered. I got motion 6 and not going to space. I think you're behind, Susan.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, you're a little behind there, Susan. You might want to go live. Speaking of Taco Bell, did you see a guy selling Taco Bell sauce on eBay like $5 or $6 for a 3-pack? No, but that's awesome.
It, though. I would assume they did that during the pandemic when all the Taco Bells were closed. I need my Taco Bell.
I don't think they were. They were never closed here. The drive-thrus were always open. Yeah,
they were closed here for a bit.
The whole place, no drive-through, no nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, there was a time that they all ran out.
Look at your cat.
I know.
He's playing with the ball.
He's playing.
It's a balloon.
But yeah, right here in Ohio too.
Our dining room was, but then there was that time where they all ran out of the mild sauce. That's what it was. I'm like, you guys do not have no sauce. They're like, no, we ran out. I was like, what is going on here?
His Marble.
That's not cool at all.
Did you change it? Look, it's mean. Holy crap!
It's rabid.
Do you see that?
Rabbit?
It was attacking you, Ed.
Yeah. I don't care. Try attacking me.
Wait till it gets older and light. You'll be getting stitches with that thing. Okay.
Oh, you're getting bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That thing's attacking.
No, that's how we play with it. And then it just starts licking.
No, precious.
Oh, this is such a precious moment. I can't take you off the.
And he got fat.
Oh, they all do.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry. Because Belen takes him for walks now.
Did he actually walk?
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't reverse. Ours, we put the harness on ours, and all she did was reverse. She was like trying to get out of it, trying to walk out of it, so she's just reversing backwards the whole time. It did not go well.
Yeah, he actually walks with her, so I'm like,
okay. Who cares if it's in a group as long as it comes safe? Okay. I remember the Verde sauce was hard to get, and people were selling it online. Yeah. Their faces were priceless when they ripped the wrapping paper off and saw tampon boxes. Just recently sold a Wickenow block or something like that. The special "Will you marry me" wording. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
You're gonna have to. I don't know what that is. That's funny though. Okay, they're talking amongst themselves. Got it. I'm like, what's going? I'm out of this conversation. Is that Belen playing with the cat now?
Yes. It's her cat. She says I can't kick it out anymore.
No, you can't. You're stuck with it for the rest of your life. For the rest of its life.
Sleep.
Ours are always sleeping. The Taco Bell packets, that was his name. Oh, okay. Got it. I have no idea. I know Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell, but I haven't eaten in a long time because Taco Bell doesn't love me. But they've been really pushing their breakfast lately, and it always looks so good. Have you ever had their breakfast?
It's not. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Really?
Yeah, it just tastes like plastic.
Oh, great.
Hold on. Yep, pretty good.
But Jimmy, you ever had their breakfast?
The line's always too long because it's weird. Our Taco Bell and McDonald's are together, and I'm like, I'm not going to go sit down in that. Just go McDonald's. You know,
it tastes like, you know how McDonald's has the leftover eggs probably like for the last minute of breakfast.
Yeah,
and like when it cools off or dries off, or you like reheat it in the microwave.
Yeah,
that's how the Taco Bell one tastes.
Oh.
At least here, I don't know how it tastes for you guys.
Well, they have the Crunch Wrap, the breakfast Crunch Wrap, which is just egg, sausage, and hash browns in a Crunch Wrap, and I'm like, that sounds really good, actually. I mean, it sounds really, really unhealthy, but it also sounds really good, and I'm like, this can't be bad.
Yeah.
But I've never had it. Yeah.
Me either.
There you go, Susan, catching up. Yeah, we're telling a story, and you were like 2 minutes behind. Yeah, I remember.
Hey, she's watching the Pittsburgh game. We understand.
Yeah, and Susan's I got the score up. We're still winning. Oddly.
Yeah,
2 minutes left to go. But
that's what I was watching it too. I was like,
I don't feel sad for missing this game because it doesn't really matter. I think we're pretty much eliminated at this point. So, don't really care. But, yeah, it is what it is.
I don't watch sports.
I know. I tried to watch the World Cup. I tried.
The only thing I saw about that World Cup thing was the story behind the Budweiser sponsorship thing.
With the Budweiser Zero?
Yeah, well, the whole story behind it in general is crazy. Because I guess they don't allow alcohol in that country.
No, it's a Muslim country.
Yeah, so what I guess what supposedly they're gonna do is Budweiser is gonna give away all that alcohol to the winning team, and they're gonna be suing FIFA for like 75 mil because they knew like 10 years in advance that they were gonna be the official sponsor of it, but they go to a country that doesn't allow alcohol or something like that. It's just a whole story behind it. I don't know the full details. It was just crazy though.
Well, I was watching, so I tried to watch it. First of all, I didn't understand. So apparently Fox is the one running it.
Yes.
And then Peacock has the Telemundo one.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole time I'm looking through Peacock and I'm like, why are all these in Spanish? I'm like, I cannot find an English version of this game. So I'm like, what? So there was a period of time where I'm just sitting out here because like I spent enough time in California. Like I can understand most of what they're saying. Like I can't speak it back, but I can mostly understand it.
Yeah.
And I don't know why if that makes sense to either one of you.
It makes sense.
Doesn't. Yeah. But I'm just sitting there and Sarah's like, "Are you watching soccer?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And she's like, "In Spanish?" Like, yes, because I can't find the English version of it. And then I finally figured it out that Fox has the English version of it and Peacock has the Telemundo broadcast.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is the dumbest thing ever. Why wouldn't one of them have both? But so, and I tried because it's the most popular sport in the world.
Yeah.
As far as like total fan bases go, like the UK is crazy over it. Most of the Middle East is crazy over it. You know, even parts of Asia are really crazy. Like India is crazy over it. Like it's the most popular sport in the world. So I try, and it was so boring. Like they're just kicking the ball back and forth on the field for forever, and then one person scores and it's crazy, or they kick it back and forth like the USA England game and it's 0-0 and somehow somebody still came out on top. Like I don't understand how the United States is advancing and the UK isn't. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm just like,
isn't that what football is too? Just passing the ball?
Whoa,
no.
Whoa. Okay.
I mean, I don't get it. To me, it's all just passing the ball.
But are you a soccer fan?
Creamy? Yeah, it's about creaming
know.
somebody, man.
I like to play sports. I do not watch them. I do not understand it. I got better things to do.
There you go. No, football is definitely not that. But there is a little bit. I mean, there's a lot of skill to both sports for sure. But I feel like football is more of a, there's different skill levels for different people. Whereas soccer is more of kick the ball, that kind of thing. Don't use your hands. But it just, I don't know. And then the whole clock running up and it never stops. And then there's extra time at the end that nobody really knows how much time is at the end until they tell you. And it's just, it's so confusing to me because I'm like, oh, no, it's not over. There's more time.
It's whoever does the next goal and then it's over.
No. So like,
oh, no?
I looked it up because I couldn't handle it anymore. So like all the like out of bounds and the penalties, or if there's somebody hurt, the clock keeps running and somebody's keeping track of all that time lost, rather than stop the clock like they do with football and wait and then restart it. They don't stop the clock at all. They just tack it on at the end.
Yeah,
and that's the extra time. And then you're like. But nobody knows, like, unless you're keeping track. I mean, I'm sure the teams keep track a little too, but nobody really knows how much. And then they just add it back on, and you're like, okay, we're playing for an undisclosed amount of time here. And then we'll just be like, yep, that's it. See you guys. And I just didn't get it. I watched the whole game, and I'm like, I still don't get this. And then you were talking about the Budweiser thing, and I kept seeing the Budweiser logo in the background.
The zero.
And it says 0 next to it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a funny thing to be advertising. And then I thought about it. I'm like, oh, it's in Qatar. It's a Muslim nation, of course. But I would think that and maybe I'm wrong, but like I couldn't see Muslims drinking Budweiser Zero and getting away with it either. Because like if you're holding a thing that looks like a beer can, even though it says zero on it, I feel like you're going to get some looks.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
very weird.
yeah.
With soccer, it really doesn't matter what language they're announcing it in. It's true.
I mean,
South
and,
America, yeah, it's big in South
and
America.
you're right about the California thing here too. It's like when I'm talking to someone in Spanish, when it's sometimes my boss, they know exactly what I'm saying, but they can't talk it back to me in Spanish.
No,
they talk it back to me in English.
Woohoo, we won.
Yep. You won.
Yay, we have a better record. Wow, Ed, them's fighting words. It's called stoppage time. After regulation, they tack on the overage time at the end. Yeah, it's whacked. I can't figure it out. I don't know. I tried real hard, and every year around the World Cup I try. Because I want to know why everybody goes so like. Is it you look at some of the UK fans? They're rabid, like they go crazy, and I'm just like,
yeah.
I here's my theory. My theory is it's like golf. It's the perfect sport to sit and watch and get completely drunk because 90% of the time you're really not watching anything important going on. So you can just drink as much as you want and then go crazy at the end when your team wins, or go even crazier and riot when your team loses. So that's my theory.
I think that's why a lot of people who actually went over there were pissed too, because like I can't get drunk. What's going on?
Well, the UK team or the UK fans after the game went on like this mission to find beer in Qatar, and I guess they found it or something somewhere. I don't know, but and then after that they started dressing up in the Crusade uniforms, and they got banned from the stadium because they were like, nobody's allowed to be wearing Crusade night gear in the stadium. I'm like, yeah, that's not really that classy. You shouldn't do that. So Junk Monkey loves golf movies, hates golf.
I love what is it?
Caddyshack.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore's a good one. Caddyshack's the best one. It's not really even about golf.
Don't watch it. It's Tin Cup.
I never saw Tin Cup.
No, I'm just.
No.
I've watched it several times though. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Is that Kevin Costner?
Yeah, he does pretty good.
I saw the Caddyshack's one of my favorite movies of all time, and
that's funny.
That's because Chevy Chase is in it.
Oh yeah,
it's the documentary behind that movie is almost as good as the movie, because the amount of like drinking and drugs that were done during the times they weren't shooting and even during the times they were shooting is insane. And the fact that movie ever even got made is nuts. But yeah, one of my favorite movies, hands down. So,
never seen it.
If you watch it, don't watch it with your kids.
Yeah, it's not kid appropriate.
There's some stuff in it you don't want your children to see.
Okay.
But the best scene by far is when somebody throws the baby Ruth in the pool.
Yeah.
And everybody runs out of the pool because they think it's a turkey.
That's where it got popular at.
Yeah. So that's where Chevy Chase became more of a household name, and so did Bill Murray. Tennis, soccer, golf, all other than football, any sports worth watching on television.
I would want to watch
Vans.
Dodgeball. That's fun.
Dodgeball? The movie's funny.
I like the movie. Yeah.
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Ben Stiller in that movie is so funny.
He's awesome in that movie.
Yeah.
So funny.
He's awesome.
And they're saying that he does want to make not Ben Stiller. He's the only reason they're not making a number 2 because he's uncertain of it. You heard about that?
Yeah, Vince Vaughn's been trying to make one for years. Apparently,
I think it would be perfect. I want to see it.
Those guys are so funny, and that whole movie. The bigger problem that sequels rarely do well.
Mm-hmm.
But every now and again, you can, if you have the right actors, and I think those actors could make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
But Cheech is in Tin Cup. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Love Caddyshack, the pool scene. Yeah, saw Caddyshack when I was like 11. Yeah, me too. I think I saw when I was real young too.
Yeah,
I think that That was one of those R-rated movies that I told my mom it was all language, and then there's a couple booby scenes in there. It's like, oh, I didn't know.
I think the first R-rated movie I saw was a Scary Movie, the first one.
Was that R?
No, the spoof.
Oh, I didn't know that was R.
I thought it was MA.
No,
Scary Movie?
I thought it was PG-13.
Oh, was it Scary Movie?
You're talking about the Wayans brothers version of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's R. If it is, it's only for language.
I'm pretty sure it was R because I mean there was some.
Oh yeah, it was raunchy.
Let me see.
That was the one where they did the Scream guy did the
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. That movie was hilarious. All those movies were funny. Even the last two were funny when Leslie Nielsen was in it.
Yeah.
Those actually got even better with him. But yeah. And that one girl made it in every movie, and I can't remember her name.
Oh,
Yeah, it's rated R, I believe. Yeah, rated R.
Yeah, it might be. Comedy sequels never work for me. Yeah, I can't think of a good. I guess Beverly Hills Cop 2 was good. Beverly Hills Cop 1 was good. Beverly Hills Cop 2 was good. 3 was awful, but he's filming another one.
No, I think he's right. Actually, some comedy sequels won't work because I remember I loved Horrible Bosses, the first one, and then number 2
terrible. Yeah,
number 2 was horrible. Number 3 was just as bad.
they made a third.
They made a third.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know they made a third.
Yeah, they made a third, and it was just as
I
bad.
didn't even know.
What
I
It's
guess
probably
I-
not with the same cast.
I mean, no, it's with the exact same cast. The same 3 main characters.
Really?
Yep.
Because those three. So you're Jason Sudeikis. What's his name? So all 3 of them.
Yeah, it's just the original 3.
There's one.
Yeah. Police
Police
Academy
Academy
was
did it.
funny. Yeah.
Up till like 5 or 6, then they started getting crappy. I'd
one
say
and two
4
was
was, yeah, Police Academy. Yeah, they made some good ones.
I mean, the Scary Movie ones too. That's technically comedy. It's just in the horror comedy, basically. Number 2 and 3 were good. After that, it's like,
Yeah, they were all right. I've never Charlie Day. Charlie Day was the other guy.
Yeah.
And there's who's the guy? Who's the main guy? Well, not main guy, but the guy. One of the 3 made it big, and he's in the Netflix special.
Jason
You
Bateman,
got
Charlie Day,
Jason Bateman. There you go.
Jason, yeah, Nick Henry, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there hasn't been too many sequels. Funniest comedy movie scene of all time was Blues Brothers scene with the nun. That was funny.
Yeah.
He's like, oh shit, and she hits him with the ruler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ed Helms. That's right. Ed Helms was it? No, Ed Helms wasn't it? Or was he in that?
Who?
He wasn't in Horrible Bosses.
Ed
Helms was in The Hangover. You're thinking of Jason Sudeikis. They kind of look similar. I don't think Ed Helms was in it.
Yeah.
I don't see it. No.
No, Ed Helms wasn't in it. Ed Helms was in The Office, and then in The
JP Fox
Hangover.
was in it.
Yeah, he did that. He did that with his straw all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no Ed Helms.
No, Ed Helms. Yeah.
But one of my favorite. I mean, it's considered one of the worst movies ever made. But I don't know if you guys ever heard of the movie Norbit with Eddie Murphy playing all them characters.
I have. Yeah, I've seen it.
Belen and me love that movie. We love it. It's hilarious.
The problem I had with Eddie Murphy doing all that stuff was Eddie Murphy to me is Beverly Hills Cop Eddie Murphy. Harlem Nights, those kinds of like kind of raunchy comedy with a lot of F words. And then when he went kind of soft for those movies, and I did not like it. Like the Dr. Doolittle, not Dr. Doolittle.
No, Daddy Daycare.
Daddy Daycare, he did that. He was Eddie Murphy. Like he was one of the first stand-up comedians I saw that was just downright nasty. Him, Carlin, and Richard Pryor, those 3. When I saw them, I was like, whoa. And then to see him doing stuffing like that, and I was like, ugh. No, go back to what you were doing.
when he did a tower heist, that he went kind of that direction again. That was a pretty good movie.
Yeah,
but then he went and did what is it? What's Coming to America 2?
Yeah,
It was bad. It was really bad.
not funny.
They, how can I say this? They basically made fun of their last movie.
Yeah.
Because there was things that were a lot more acceptable in the 90s that aren't as widely acceptable now, and they just made fun of all the stuff in their old movie. And I'm like, you can't, because your old movie is a classic and one of the best movies ever made.
Mm-hmm.
And it just
I'm just picturing him yelling outside.
Oh yeah, good morning, my neighbors.
Yeah, can't repeat the last of that.
Repeat the rest of it.
That's why I'm laughing every time you guys talk about it.
So funny. And his bathers and I mean, there's nothing in that movie that isn't priceless. When he just walks out into the middle of the road and goes like this to stop a cab.
Yeah.
And their luggage, none of their luggage is there after the guy leaves it on the curb.
And I remember Amazon pushing Coming to America 2 on all their vans. I'm like,
oh yeah,
the movie was not that great at all.
Well, they've spent a ton of money on it. It's like what's that? They made another Lord of the Rings movie that they made. It's tanking because of the same reasons. It's like I understand what they're doing, but I also understand that it isn't making money. Disney booted their CEO for the same reason, and now Iger's back for that exact reason. And it's just you gotta. I mean, and I love Eddie Murphy, and I think he should go. The Golden Child was a great movie. Party All the Time is peak Eddie Murphy. Did you know he had a hit single called Party All the Time?
He did?
Yeah, you should definitely look it up. It's bad. It's a song, so don't play it because it's copyright. Revenge of the Nerds, awesome.
Yeah.
Rodney Dangerfield, Back to School, also really good movie from the 80s. Rodney Dangerfield he's in some movies that were pretty funny too. But yeah, Eddie Murphy's Party All the Time single. The only reason it sold because it was Eddie Murphy.
I'm pretty
If
sure
it was any other person in this world, it would have been laughed out of anything because it's so bad. But
geez.
So anyhow, we're about at the end. That was the movie portion of our show.
Right.
All right. Well, what do you guys got coming up this week? Anything?
So I have whenever I actually get to it, I have the eBay authentication return process on how exactly it works, why FedEx sucks, and what you should expect if it goes to the process. I have all the information ready. I just actually have to get the actual information all together whenever I get to it. Hopefully this week. If not, then just be on the lookout for a couple of shorts that I might do. But other than that, I don't have nothing really planned for YouTube. Just trying to focus more on the reselling side because right now sales have not been great. Life events have been happening to me, which it happens, but just trying to focus on the reselling more.
Adulting sucks.
So great.
What about you, Jim?
Probably do a couple more shorts, and then, like I said, we got rid of a lot of our inventory, and I don't know why we did. So we're rebuilding right now. So the shorts are actually helping. It's pretty cool because people are like, we can't find nothing at Goodwill. Well, look around. There's stuff there.
There is for sure.
But I've been pulling some vintage bangers out of Goodwill. I'm just telling you.
We don't go to Goodwill. They're tops.
Right. It's just cold, so we don't have nowhere to go right now. So that's why we're doing it. Other than that, waiting on spring.
Yep. We got me and Sarah will be here live on Sunday. We will be here on Sunday, but Thursday first. So Thursday, me and Sarah will be back here live, and then Saturday another What Sold video. So, and then Sunday, me and Sarah again. So, and then us back on Monday. So,
yay!
That's what's coming up. What do we got here? We got FedEx home delivery is what you get as a reseller, not FedEx. They're uniform and they drive trucks, but they're subcontractors. That is true.
Yep.
Yeah. We ordered a laptop from Walmart. FedEx left it in our mailbox 400 feet from our house.
Wow.
See, we've never had a problem. They leave. I mean, the one time they left it up by our mailbox, but that's because one of the boxes was kitty litter. But yeah, it'll be fine. So, yeah, that's about it for us, guys. We will be back here next Monday. So we will see you then. Bye.
See you, everybody.
Good day, sir.